You graduate, your hometown's boring, you move. Why?
This is United A-Holes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41.
Don't keep that in.
Oh, sorry. Well, it was after I said.
Oh, okay. No, don't keep that in. Don't keep that in.
Welcome. Welcome back to Area 41, Steve Hubbard's favorite spot on the internet.
All right, Steve.
So, well, some people
He's
want
not
to
a
leave
wrestler.
and this place sucks and whatever else.
Oh, I forgot what we were talking about.
Just pointed out. Do I disagree or not? I don't know yet. As we all know, when we graduate high school, 75% of the people that we knew fucking leave. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
The
giggle
kettle
fits
has
back.
appeared.
I'm going to try to hold this together, but I'm not guaranteeing any success. Get this man some fucking hot sauce.
Tea, anyone?
It seems to quiet him down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, people leave the town for whatever reason after graduation or shortly thereafter, or sometimes a little later in life. Mm-hmm. Does it suck here? Or is the leaving here a different thing that I'm not getting? Like, what's the motivation?
Okay.
Why do people fuck off?
Have you ever left town?
Okay.
I've never moved, no.
Okay.
Have you ever left town?
I've visited
I
places.
moved here.
Yeah.
Right, so
Okay.
you left somewhere else to be here.
Yeah.
He saw those license plates.
through
Have
transfers,
you-
yeah.
Place.
I have left and come back.
So have I.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say I have. I lived in St. Andrews
Okay. So
No. Have you left the
Okay.
province?
and lived for a long term.
Yeah. I went two
No.
provinces over
No.
and to the Northwest Territory.
Well, fucking well done, Alden.
So. No. Wow. He's really high tonight. Sprint.
I'm actually
Brent.
kind of
Bronk.
the opposite.
Branch.
No, but I mean like completely out of, like you're completely out of the area that you grew up in. I mean,
Okay,
St.
you're right,
St.
you're right.
Andrews, do you know what I mean? If you're still sort
Okay,
of,
I agree. I concede. Jesus.
fine, you didn't cheat.
He wants you to say, I was wrong.
No. Not for that.
So again,
okay, so two of us have left and one's not technically from here originally.
No, I actually chose to live here
Okay,
because I've had.
you're from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, but I've had opportunities to actually move
Yes,
from the area,
and have chose not to.
and have chose not to. Yeah, I like it here.
And you're just a Carleton County boy through and through.
I guess so. I just
Yeah.
never felt the need to go. I mean, I've stayed so goddamn busy that leaving wasn't really a thing that had time to enter the brain. Like, because I hear most people leaving, there's no friggin' jobs here. I never had a problem finding work. I've never had a problem entertaining myself. I've never had a problem. I like my family for the most part that I have now, I guess.
I had.
Are you talking about immediate family, like
core
your
family?
No, extended.
Like his kids?
I'm so sorry, Tori.
I know. I mean, if I was going to move, they would be with me. But I'm
No,
talking
I
about
know.
the extended family around that.
I had a job when I left. I didn't leave because of family. When you're young, sometimes the frustration of being in a small town makes you go, I just want to go live someplace.
Yeah.
I want to go try something else. But then I went to work for the Northwest Company, went to smaller friggin' areas than this is from. And what I discovered being away was
Be it ever so humble, there's no
For the-
place like home.
exactly, for the most part, it's the same shit everywhere you go. You really just need to pick a place that you like. And when you're away from a place for an extended time and you come back, you realize, yeah, or I did anyway, it's really not that bad here. And I've stayed ever since I came back and have absolutely no problem. So,
My personal thing has always been wherever you are is what you make it.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
If you're not happy that something's not the way you want it, if it's at all even remotely possible to make that change yourself, then do so. And I've done that my entire
The
life.
grass is greenest where you water it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, but to build on that may actually be why they left.
That shit is deep,
Life is what you
motherfucker.
make it. I want something specific. I can't get that here. I'm going to chase it.
Right. No, and I agree. There are reasons.
Yeah.
There are reasons for some. I wouldn't disagree, but there's a lot that are like, I mean, we've all heard it. This fucking place sucks. I'm out.
Oh, I see it on social media all the time. Can't wait to get out of this little town where everybody knows everything about you. And here's the thing that I get a charge out of, or a laugh out of, is it's usually people.
Said shit, didn't he?
Here's what gives me the shits.
Okay, it's one of those scenarios where I was going to say laugh and I was going to say chuckle, and my brain threw them both together, and it's like, I get it shit. And then I'm like, what fucking word am I going to pick? Either one. I read on a Twitter or
I derailed him. He forgot.
No, I had to get this out. I've been waiting
You were
for this.
persnickety with yourself.
I've been waiting for this to pop up. I saw a post from Tumblr, and somebody said, I started to say this, and my brain went to this, and then I tried to merge it together, and all that came out was wallet.
Are you
They were
fucking
talking
sorry?
about taking out their wallet or getting out their wallet, and it was fucking. And that's what just happened to me. Is my brain and my mouth were not in tandem. They were.
So yeah, you see it all the time where people say,
Yeah, and those are usually
"See how I
people.
did that."
Those are usually people who they've got a story to tell because there's stuff going on. There's drama around those people all the time. And like you said,
got a
it's going to
story
be
to
with
tell.
them. It's going to be
They
with
are.
them wherever they go. And that's what I see. They move, and the next thing you know, wow, da 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 da. So
They've had to move from that place.
that and the fact that the reason everybody knows your business is you put all of it on Facebook. For
Yeah.
some people.
I think the need for change diminishes the older you get.
Your priorities
agree.
change the older you get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing that pisses me off is that you hear the statement often, especially in small, towns. Oh, that's closing? Oh, why?
We already
did you
that episode.
support
It's
it?
online shopping.
Would you-
We did that episode.
No. But did you
last
support
episode.
it? You're upset now that it's closing, but did you support it when it was actually here? Well, no, but
I feel bad, but if it's a place that I didn't go regularly, I feel bad that shit, maybe I should have gone more often.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Some
Yeah,
of the
go ahead.
some of the stores haven't really been welcome to return visits as much as like there have been bookstores, but they have a stock and that stock never changes. So the last 2 times we had used bookstores, I spent a lot of money at in the first couple months, but every time I went back, I had already seen everything. So it's kind of the diminishing returns,
well, if people continuously get up and leave, they'll, there's nothing here, so I'm going. Well, if you don't stay and try and make something, there'll never be anything, right?
yeah, true.
I myself.
We are a very weird demographic, though. This town. This is a retirement town,
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's hard for young people to think, what do old people mean? Right? They only think
Yeah.
about, well,
No.
this is what I wanted when I grew up, and there may not be enough young people left
Especially because they all leave.
because they left.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's kind of deceiving the population, because when you think about the actual population, you think, oh well, it's thriving, it's getting larger, whatever, but it isn't really. There's only about
Well-
5,500 people in the area.
Yeah, Woodstock itself as a core hasn't
I mean,
grown
no.
a lot.
Let's face it, it's hard to raise a family these days. So if maybe you were making a couple extra bucks off of your family allowance check, you'd have more kids.
That's true. That was another episode. We can move on now.
It's a clip show.
Why did you leave? Yeah, it's a bottle episode. Why did you leave, Brian?
I initially left for education, and then I left for a job even further that was in that field of education. And then I came back because of family need, and then I found a job here that was part of that education anyway, so I never had to leave again.
Have you ever felt like you settled?
No. Anywhere as I went was always another smallish town. I lived in Fredericton for a year and St. John for a year, but I never really felt that they were big cities,
No.
right? So you don't really, it's not that big a deal. But no, I never ever wanted to leave Woodstock. Like, I never had that driving desire. I just did because I wanted to learn something or I wanted to work at something.
Right, you had it, yeah.
Growing up in Halifax and Dartmouth, when I got transferred from Halifax to Ottawa, and then did some time in Kingston, and then back to Ottawa, and it was like go 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 go, you know. And when you're in your mid-20s, you know, it's just a constant. You're just going all the time. And it wasn't until I got transferred to Newfoundland and spent 2 years on the Rock that I totally changed all my priorities and fell in love with the smaller towns and everything. So when I got to this area, I was in Florenceville for 2 years, got transferred to Woodstock for 2 years, and was in an industry where I was going to, look at another move eventually, because that's just the way the business was. And I chose to, if I could do that all year round, I would. But I chose to give that up in order to actually stay in one spot for
and sell CDs.
No, stayed in the industry. But
what would it take to stop the stem of the youth leaving? That's the question I really want answered, because it has a detrimental impact on economic factors all the way around.
industry.
There needs to be, well,
There's always going to be a percentage of the population that will just want to get out into a larger area, Toronto or whatever.
Right.
I don't think you'll ever stop it completely.
No, and I don't think that's realistic to think that. But how do you make it more reasonable?
I think another large group is the people that go west thinking they're going to get rich. Most of them don't.
No.
They get these huge
they've
paychecks
got the nicest trucks.
that they don't own.
They drive them.
They have great payments too.
And then they come back here and they can't afford that nice truck, so they go out again.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll probably get rid of either. As long as there is a area that has these big paychecks,
The booms,
then people are going to go to them.
I know of two businesses that have in the last 3 or 4 years, and it's gone all the way to meetings and everything, and they're going to settle in the area, and they're manufacturing jobs, and they're going to put one company was going to, at the start, I believe, was going to hire 47 people, and that was going to eventually grow over the next 3 years to about 160 people they were going to employ. And at the 11th hour, somebody in, I'm not sure what government level or provincial government level, and it's now out on the North Shore, or they're now somewhere out elsewhere in the province, not this area.
Yeah, government's going to definitely have an impact. You have to have incentives to be here, and I don't think that we do. I don't even think town council wants new businesses. They want that old look, right? Woodstock is
The oldest
New Brunswick's first town.
Although I would say that's changed because
I don't feel like that's being capitalized on anymore.
They flipped a bylaw recently, obviously, because Main Street had a rule that there were no digital signage available.
And now they've got it.
That is a piss off of mine, and maybe we can make it another episode, but having dealings with the corner store, we put a sign on a trailer, not as a sign, but we were just moving the sign. And we had the town stop at our store and tell us to get that sign off that trailer. You're not allowed to do that. We're moving it. How are we else going to move it? You got to put it on a trailer and move it. But they allowed that digital sign on Main Street.
Yeah.
Right? So there's definitely some politics at play there.
I mean, you got to admit, the nightlife in this area as a youth now is worse than it's ever been.
Less than it was when we were youth.
It is a specific demographic.
Yeah. I mean, it always has been a specific demographic, but there used to be at least more choices.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're down to essentially, I mean, I don't mean to say this in a negative context to anybody, but we're down to one bar that I would consider a nightclub.
Yeah.
The rest are restaurant / drinking establishments, but not like a party bar.
Which one's the nightclub?
Well,
I wouldn't consider any of them.
no,
clubs.
not really, but it
But it's
attempts
as
to do
close
it.
as you're going to get in this town.
In this town, sure, but I still wouldn't consider it a night.
No, there's definitely room for that again, but I don't know if the bar industry makes money either, so I wouldn't gamble it myself.
I think you need to have a combination of the bar and an entertainment venue that you can take some money off of.
Yeah, a bar won't survive in this town.
No, not a strict bar. I think, although I will say this, I think a tap room, microbrew tap room would do all right here if it had the ability to sell
Yeah.
growler fills,
Have live
canned
shows.
product, and tap beer. And have small shows. Basically, a shout out to my favorite one in Fredericton, Grimross. If we had one of those here, it'd be great.
Take that, Pickaroons.
Take that. Well, I like their beer, but Pickeroon's tap room isn't really the same kind of venue as Grimross. Grimross has got something else going on there. It's
I like
really cool.
tomato.
Yeah, essentially.
Right on.
That's a good band too.
We could go to the town and say, start promoting Area 41.
You don't want everyone here.
Well, no, they can't come here. It's just knowing that,
I
you
hear
know,
there's gonna be a
like,
new Duff's Pub right across the road, though.
Ooh, baby.
ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen, yeah.
Shooting location to change in the near future. So,
He can host that
are
episode.
you planning on leaving anytime soon?
Nope.
You?
Nope.
You've bought too many houses. You've bought a house. Brent?
Oh, I'm in the house I'm in till the coroner comes and takes me away.
And Josh?
I'll probably be outside of the continent within a year. But
That's why we're going to get that tablet on that.
Apparently, Sanders isn't far enough. Fine, I'll leave the fucking continent, Braun.
You can still be an asshole, though. We'll just Skype you in.
I need an accent.
Jolly well, Governor.
Oh yeah,
How are you assholes doing tonight, anyway?
just an old Canadian boy.
What? Good show. Good show and all
Jolly
that.
good.
Yes, very good.
Benny
Now that's fucking
What's your best
captivating.
accent? What's your best accent?
I don't have one.
And Ken, come on.
What?
Give us your best accent. Whatever it is. Doesn't have to be British. It could be anything.
People always asking, what the fuck is wrong with you? Well, nothing.
What nationality is
That's
that?
not an accent. That's a character.
That's per Driftwood, baby.
Oh.
Right, songs is easy.
Lord Thunder and Jesus, boy, what have you got us into now? Lord Lightning.
No, but people do ask me, what the fuck's wrong
That was
with
an
you?
excellent
Well,
song.
I
yeah,
say,
I
and
mean,
I
that's-
say everything, and yet
Hey, can I just say that I absolutely hate impressionists with a goddamn
So
passion.
give me the best impression that you can do.
do an impression of Josh.
You want me to do an impression of
No,
Josh?
Josh.
I do.
I want Josh to do an impression of Josh.
Well, all right. Okay. So,
Are you being me right now? Or?
no, never mind. That's no. It's stupid. I don't. What was I thinking?
Captivating.